Hi everybody, welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. Let me take a moment to introduce the program and myself. Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Marcus. And this class is either going to be MJ Digital Art and Design 1 or it's going to be MJ STEM Physical Sciences. If you happen to be enrolled into MJ Digital Art and Design 1, that is commercial art or graphic design. If you happen to be enrolled into MJ STEM Physical Sciences, that class is going to be robotics. Exactly what is graphic arts? Well, of course, you've seen examples of graphic design everywhere that you go. It's everywhere. It's prevalent. It's in magazines. It's in books. It's in billboards. It's in televisions. It's everywhere. Webster's defines graphic arts as the fine and applied arts representation, decoration, and writing of printed on flat surfaces together with the techniques and crafts associated with them. You see these everywhere. Billboards, advertisements, internet. Of course, what is robotics? Robotics is basically the creation of a different kind of machinery that is not reliant upon human beings. It's machines that can create and do simple tasks by themselves. We will be using Vex robots as well as the Lego robots, but before we go too in-depth into what robotics is, let me tell you a little about just who is Mr. Marcus. I am the graphic arts and robotics instructor over here at Henry H. Filer Middle School. Even as a young child, I've always prided myself on being able to do many things pretty well. Play guitar. I've been in bands my whole adult life. I played semi-pro football and I was noted for my precision and attention to detail. And I graduated from Florida Atlantic University with a degree in fine arts with a certificate to teach, and I also managed to get a degree in graphic design. And I got my first teaching position all the way back in 1987. So, enough about me. Let's take a look at some of the supplies that you're going to need in these classes. The first list that I'm going to give you are all going to be supplies that are required. For instance, you are required to have a sketchbook. You're going to need it, especially in distance learning. In addition to a sketchbook, you're going to need a number 2 pencil with an eraser. Now you can have an eraser on the back or you can get a separate eraser, that's fine, but it does need to be a number 2 pencil. Next, you need to make sure that you get a black drawing pen. Sharpies are great. The ultra fine points are fantastic. You'll know the difference because if you look at the tip, you'll notice there's a little metal cylinder around the black on the bottom. It's not a marker. This is a Sharpie drawing pen. And finally, for the end of your required materials is you're going to need a flash drive. Now that's for each and every one of you. Oh, I'm sorry, there is one more that you're going to need. You are going to need some way to color. It could be watercolors, it could be crayons. Crayons are the cheapest way to go. Optional, if you want to spend a little additional money, you can get a kneadable eraser. Kneadable erasers are great. You can form them, you can turn them into little points, and you can erase really well. And it doesn't dig a hole in your paper, so it's really good to have one of those. Also, colored pencils are very good. If you want to spend the extra money, you can get colored pencils. Don't get the watercolor pencils. Get the regular traditional colored pencils. Watercolor pencils don't give you the bright, vibrant colors that you need. Finally, if you really want to, you can of course go and purchase some watercolors. All of these things, each and every one of these materials are available in a variety of different places, which we'll talk about at the end. And finally, this is a material that is unique to graphic design. This is a non-photo blue pencil. Non-photo blue pencils are fantastic because they eliminate the need for erasers because the blue line that they draw is not scannable, so it makes our lives a little bit easier. All right, let's talk about the materials that you're going to be needing for these classes. Number one, you are going to need a sketchbook, especially during distance learning. You're going to need a number 2 pencil. You're going to need a black drawing pen, either a Sharpie or a gel pen, and you're going to need a flash drive. Crayons or colors are also required. These are some materials that aren't necessary, but it would be nice for you to have. A non-photo blue pencil, which is unique to graphic design. Watercolors or colored pencils, any way to color, whatever you feel most comfortable with. You're going to need possibly a kneadable eraser, but it's not necessary. All of these materials are available in Amazon, Walmart, except for possibly the non-photo blue pencil, which you're probably going to have to get at an art supply store.